On April 15, 1912, the Titanic sank. More than 1,500 people lost their lives. It's one of the worst maritime disasters in history. Or was it? Some believe the ship that sank wasn't the Titanic at all, but her nearly identical sister ship, the Olympic. The Olympic had been damaged in a crash earlier that year. Repairing the ship would cost too much money. So the theory goes,
they disguised her as Titanic, sailed her out to sea and let her sink. But why? Insurance, of course. The Olympic was a near twin to the Titanic. They were both built in the same shipyard. They had the same engines, the same amount of lifeboats. The only real difference was the Olympic was a little older, a little wiser, and had a hole in her hull from that earlier accident. That could be fixed with a bit of welding. But by the time the Olympic had hit the iceberg, the damage was done. She was a goner. Or was she? Some survivors claimed the ship that sank wasn't the Titanic. They noticed things were off. The carpets were different. The layout of the furniture wasn't quite right. And one survivor even said, "This wasn't the ship we boarded." They had boarded the Olympic, not the Titanic. But if the passengers didn't notice until it was too late, how could anyone have possibly swapped the ships? Well, some believe the lifeboats might have been the giveaway. Most of them weren't actually needed. The captain ordered them to be launched just before the ship hit the iceberg. But some believe he did this to cover up the swap. He knew the ship was doomed and hoped to have enough lifeboats to rescue everyone. But the plan went wrong. Most of the lifeboats capsized or were smashed against the rocks. Only 2 actually made it to the captain and his crew. Was it an elaborate insurance scam or simply an honest mistake? There's no way to know for sure. But there are a few things we do know. Ship records from the time mysteriously vanished. Photos of the Titanic also went missing. And the company that owned both ships, the White Star Line, never faced full consequences for what happened. So the next time you hear someone say the Titanic was unsinkable, you can tell them, well, actually, so was the Olympic. This is the host with Minute Earth, and if you want to learn more about what really sunk the Olympic, click right here.